let's get started. So we left our last game with you guys, the adventurers, successfully figuring out the curse that happened at Candlekeep and the Firefly Cellar. After that, you decided to it's enough time slacking around, and you're gonna go find out what happened to Millie by entering in the portal from the book. Upon arriving through the portal, you found yourself at a spa called the Restful Lily. For some reason, you guys can their map, I think. You guys approached the Restful Lily, and going inside, you were met with a person named Seth, who greeted you, gave you the price list of all the services they do. You told them you were looking for Millie, and that's when he got the owners of the place for you. A lady named Morgana was one of them. When you talked to her, you found out that Millie was here, but she had already left to go find you guys back at Candlekeep. But they were curious about a book that Millie told them about that brought people through a portal to their place. They told you that they weren't the original owners of this place. That's why they weren't aware of this book. They really wanted it, but you guys did not give it to them. And then that's when their kind of attitude changed toward you guys, and they excused themselves, giving you like the kind of feel like, well, if you're not going to use our services, then leave. And so that's kind of where we left off, with you guys still in their main area when you first walk in, in the lounge. So here you are sitting in the lounge. I believe, well, they gave you this nice kind of a high tea meal with teas and cookies and all that fun stuff. And you had that. We had Bunk try to cast some magic, and they politely asked him not to, for the privacy and, for their guests. Well, sitting there at this table, you do see that there are other guests now out. You can see this pair of halflings, and they're both sitting kind of in a corner with their big fluffy robes on, and they're wearing these huge glasses that like covers up most of their face, and they're kind of trying to look like they're incognito, looking just cool on the side. You see you. You see a rock gnome as well, and he's constantly, Leopold, you can see him checking you out.
Do I know if it looks like he's more checking me out in a sense that I would not be interested in, or checking me out to see if I was suspicious or not?
Give me an insight check.
I was hoping you would ask that.
Really can't tell, but then he notices that you noticed him, and so he steps over, and he introduces himself, and he says, "I apologize, sir, for staring. My name is Kelpos. I just couldn't help but notice your fancy gear," and he like points towards your pocket watch.
Oh, yes. I'm Leopold Asher of the Asher family. We make fine watches and magical devices for the discerning gentlemen and lords and ladies.
He says, well, I recognize an inventor. I'd recognize an inventor anywhere. And he says, I myself am an inventor. He says, a fine nobleman like yourself might be interested in some cleaning gadgets, perhaps?
Cleaning gadgets? I mean, I'm not a.
Dear, this is right up your alley.
I'm not a maid.
Oh, I know. For your maids, of course. They cannot afford these. And he pulls out like these little clockwork gadgets, and he says, "This one is perhaps for you." And he kind of like flips it one way, and these little tools come out for like nails and stuff like that, and grooming things.
Oh, well, that's fascinating. Um, but
He said,
I
"Oh,
don't.
think about it. I understand. You came here to rest and relax, not be bothered by salesmen. Just think about it."
Well, hold on, hold on. How much would that be?
As for you, it would only be 5 gold pieces.
And your name, sir? I don't think I caught it. Sorry, if you said it.
He says, "My name is Kelpos. Kelpos Wolfuzenir."
Kelpos?
Put it in the chat.
Thank you. Kelpos. Mr. Kelpos. 5 gold pieces?
Yep, it's a bargain.
Hmm. I don't know. My dear friend over here can make something like that
And that's why he
for
can
me.
appreciate how much it costs to build things like this.
Leopold, would you say that's a bit much? Maybe
Well,
3 gold pieces?
I look at it. Does it look like it's mechanical, or does it look like it's magical?
It's mechanical.
I mean, it is mechanical. If it was magical, I could see it being a little more expensive. But it is mechanical in nature, which is in some some circles a little harder than magic. Even I'd say it's about right up there.
Really, darling.
That's my boy.
Well,
You can appreciate a fine craftsmanship.
Kelpos, I'll think about it.
By the by, you haven't seen a little one that would not be good around gears, and I would not trust with any. A short little lady that was wearing a mushroom on her head.
He says, "Mushroom on her head? Well, in fact, I have. He says she was here the other day, if I remember correctly, when I first arrived." He says,
This is happened.
well, what happened was I was resting in my room and I heard a little commotion outside, and I remember seeing a little mushroom lady standing outside talking to the sisters. But I just went back to sleep. What did you say?
That's fair. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Remember, if you decide to buy something, you just kind of let me know. And he walks off.
Leopold, dear, when I ask for your opinion, you should back me up. I was trying to get it for cheaper. Unless you can make one yourself.
My dear, I don't see you using any self-care products on a general basis.
Really? You know, these nails are getting a bit long, dear.
Yes, yes, I see all the dirt that you've allowed to accumulate underneath them.
I'll remember that.
Anywho,
You also see a dwarf sitting at one of the tables. Everyone give me an insight check. You can continue what you were going to say, by the way.
anywho, how do we suppose we pick up the trail of our missing companion?
Well, I could locate the mushroom that's on top of her head.
Hemlock,
I
as you're talking and saying this is when you notice that the dwarf, the hair on his head, since you're like hairy, it looks like from your picture you have like a lot of hair and you're used to being animals with fur. You quickly notice that the top of his head, like the hair, it just looks a little off, like as if it was a wig, but it's a little slanted too much to one side. And his beard also, you notice, is kind of peeling behind under his chin. As you're saying that, you notice that this dwarf is wearing a wig and a fake beard.
try not to crack up. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted by the man, the dwarf without the beard. Also, he's wearing a wig. But uh anyway, definitely locate plants I can do. Or object. Or I can sniff her out. I mean, I can turn into a bloodhound or
I mean, how great a distance that does that work on? She does have a 3-day lead on us.
well, you are right. I believe it's 5 miles for locate animals. Yeah, 5 miles.
Do you know if that would work on Millie's toad?
Oh, Morty! I didn't even think about him. Oh, poor dear.
I don't know. I don't know if the toad is would be classified as an animal, as opposed to say some sort of other mystical being.
True. Hmm. I could always do her hat though, or any of her fungi that is rare, or I don't know.
Well, for
Would
any of
that
that, we'd have to leave this establishment since they
Oh,
do
of
not want us
course.
casting anything yet.
I
and
was going to step out.
would becoming sensitive to Millie's hat have the same sort of range as an animal would have?
Yes, yes, it would. 5 miles.
Okay.
I could also locate object.
What is Van doing? You're thinking at this point. Can't hear you.
So I think that the lady we were talking to earlier was not telling the full truth. Appears obvious at this point that she was here at least at some point. We do know that on some level there is an anticipation of danger in this place. You've seen signs that is the case. So I'm extremely suspicious of the women we were just talking to and of this place in general. And I would, I don't not assume, but perhaps anticipate that there could be some foul play afoot here.
Well, now we know that we're in the Northwood. What do we know about the surrounding areas? Is the surrounding area dangerous?
No, you know that there's. Well, give me history check. You know that there is the city of Silver Moon, Silvery Moon is pretty close by. So you kind of know where this place is.
Well, the nearest city would be Silverton, so I would assume if she had her wherewithal, she would travel there first.
What if she's in here and those women are keeping her? Ransom or something.
So if you zoom out, see them.
I don't believe I would look at Millie and scream, "Oh, she'd be worth a hell of a whole lot of ransom. This
Why
woman
not?
covered in dirt here is worth a king's ransom,
She's a
obviously."
powerful druid, just like me. Do not underestimate Millie.
I'm just
She lives
saying,
in a bog, for God's sake. She's powerful.
if
I
they
would
were
never.
looking for a person to take charge, there are plenty of nobles and noblesses that would be here for them to take charge of. I don't think they would go after the woman that showed up in the mushroom hat.
If I knew what Millie would say, she'd probably tell the whole story, how she got here, to the women, talking about the book,
Would
talking about us.
certainly have mentioned the book.
Well, they're not exactly grabbing us because we came here without the book. I'd assume they would do the same with us.
Does it look like there's other people here, like this dwarf we talked to, who could potentially have information?
Well, he told you he did see her at night, but that's all he saw, and he went back to sleep.
Are there? I mean, are there
Oh,
other
there are
people
other,
here?
yeah. There's like the two halflings in here at this moment, and then there's the dwarf with the beard.
Let's go talk to the dwarf with the toupee. It'd be funny. I just want to know why.
Just my understanding of dwarven kind, they're very proud of their facial hair, and if this individual is wearing a false beard, then it might be a little sensitive.
Oh. Okay.
If someone who was more charismatic than myself wanted to potentially try and to, I guess, interrogate potential witnesses.
Oh, I'll do it.
As difficult as it is to say, I suspect that Leopold would be the best choice.
Oh. What about me?
Hemlock, there is I have nothing but the deepest regard for you. By all means, I think Hemlock would be the optimal choice for this.
I become suspicious of Leopold because seeing as he's so charismatic, it just doesn't seem to lend itself to his original claim to be a wizard. It just seems off. I'm like, perhaps he's a different kind of magic user.
There's plenty of charismatic wizards in the world, my good sir.
And charismatic druids.
Right. Yes, I'm charismatic as well. The charismatic fighter. Now, somebody else go talk to these people.
I want to talk to the dwarf.
I'll just sit here and drink my tea. You
All
have
right.
the greatest fun you can.
I get up and I go to the dwarf.
Okay, as you get up and start walking towards him, he kind of notices you walking towards him, and he just kind of like looks away and like kind of bows his head a little bit, like he's trying not to notice you, or so hoping you don't notice him or get the hint and walk away. Do you go right up to him?
Yeah. Does he look like a noble? Or
He
anything?
does. He looks like he does have. He's wearing very nice, like almost. I don't know, because you're at a spa, so yeah, he's wearing nice clothes
Okay.
for a spa.
Oh, hello there, kind sir.
He says, "Pardon me, madame."
I'm sorry to bother you, but I just have a couple of questions. My dear friend Millie, she's a little halfling. She's a halfling, yeah. Holy crap, halfling. She was here how long has it been? I'm sorry. I'm like a little off right now.
3 days.
3 days. It's been 3 days since my dear friend Mildred has been missing. She was here and now she's gone. Have you seen her? She wears a mushroom hat.
Nope. Can't see anything like that. He just keeps looking away, and he's like constantly like, trying to make sure his beard feels right in his head. He's like fixing his hair.
What a beautiful beard you have, sir.
Oh, I am a dwarf.
I should have not.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
I don't have. I wish I could help. Yeah, once you start talking about the beard, he gets really nervous and uncomfortable.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, dear.
What?
It's very
What?
majestic. The hair on your face, it's very awesome.
Us dwarves are known for it, ma'am.
Can I insight check on him? Why is he being so freaking weird?
Cause yeah, give me an insight check. I mean, plus as Leopold just told you, dwarves are pretty proud of their hair, and you're drawing attention to it, knowing that it's not real.
Well, he keeps touching it. He doesn't know I don't know. It's
Yeah,
real.
you can tell that exactly what I just said. That he's getting really uncomfortable because you're talking about his hair.
I'm sorry. I just say things that come to my mind.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Are you sure you haven't seen a little woman with a little dirty woman with a lot of spunk come through here?
He's just looking at you. No, ma'am, I have not. There are those halflings over there. Perhaps you can ask them.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. Your name, sir?
The dwarf name. Rock Salt.
What a mighty name for a mighty dwarf. All right.
I am
nice
proud
to
of my
meet you.
family. Nice to meet you
should
too.
be. All right. Good day. And I go over to the weird twins over here.
Yeah, they're like sitting like, because they're little halflings, so they're in a big chair, but it looks almost like a bed to them. They're like laying down with their nice, comfy white robes and their big glasses. And as you get closer, they kind of just like tighten up and just kind of look at each other and pick up little magazines as if they're reading. And they cover their faces so you can't see them.
Good day, you two. Are you enjoying what you're reading?
They're just keeping them up in there as if they don't notice.
Inquisitor. Ooh, I do love a conspiracy theory magazine. Excuse me. I just have a couple of questions.
You see the two papers kind of get closer together, and you hear.
Guys, it's a little rude, and I push down the paper.
Oh, hello! I didn't see you there.
Oh yes, you're reading. I understand. I'm sorry for bothering you guys. I just have a couple of questions about my friend.
I'm sorry, we never met.
Oh, my name is Hemlock.
Oh
now
no!
We've met.
Oh, there. Yeah, the other one whispers to the other one, "Stop talking to her."
And your name?
That's not important. Was there something you had a question about?
Yes, my dear friend Millie. She was here 3 days ago. She's a little spunky halfling with a mushroom on her head. She carries a toad named Morty. She probably had you lick it, so you met her.
Nope, sorry. We haven't met anyone. You're the first.
Oh, you should be honored. Then. All right. So, I love the robes, by the way. What kind of treatment are you getting here at the spa?
Are you so interested in us? The other one
So very
asks.
Hmm, I just like making friends.
We came here to, get away from people. Please, just
Get.
give us our space.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I being rude? I, I'm sorry. I'm just so devastated. My friend, Millie,
They,
has gone.
yeah, they look like they don't. They're almost look like they're like looking at you like, do we trust her? Is she being? What is her real goal at? They're like, what do you really want?
Information about my friend Mildred, dear.
Honestly, I don't know anyone like that.
Okay. It is. Alright. Do you recommend any treatment here, though? It looks like you guys are relaxing, and I need some of that.
Um, the one that was kind of nicer to you says, should you should go to Ilmar. He's great at massages. You should schedule an appointment up front.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I didn't catch your name. Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
One of the one that was Zissa that goes to start to introduce themselves, and then the other one like hits them with their paper. They'd be quiet. Oh, nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you both. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, I'm looking at the number of people on the map, and you've described a rock gnome, a dwarf, and the pair of halflings. Is there another guest?
The other person in the room is Seth. You already met from the front desk.
And the person behind the bar as well.
Well, that person works here. There are no other guests at the moment.
Okay.
When you walk up to the front bar, they turn to you and they kind of give their shoulders or eyebrows go up. Can I help you?
Um, yes. Um, my friend Millie was here 3 days ago, and I was wondering if you have seen her.
I believe you've already spoken to the owners about that. I have
Yes,
no
but I didn't.
additional information to add.
Oh, sure. All right. I understand. Well, thank you for your time. To faintly sit down. Uh,
Leopold's just sipping from his cup. Well, that looks like that went well.
well, what I've known is everybody is suspicious here. One's wearing a disguise over there. The two Wonder Twins over there. Reading the Inquirer. I don't know. These people are weird. And I can't do my locate object or any of my spells unless I step out.
Not inside, no.
So,
But
as you guys are talking, you see the door open. You see a drow standing there in nice robes. Not robes, but like a nice loose long shirt that kind of goes up to the knee. Nice slacks under that. And he points out one of the halflings, and they get up and they walk in with him, and he closes the door.
You said a drow.
Mm-hmm. You broke up.
that be the
Do we notice anything similar about the guests?
The ones in there were two dwarves, or sorry, a rock gnome, a dwarf, and a halfling now. I don't think that's over there.
I mean, the dwarf with like the beard and everything falling off. I mean, does he look like sickly?
Give me an insight check. No, his skin and everything looks like healthy. He just looks like he might not have any hair. But there's no signs of any kind of like his eyes aren't sunken in or anything like that. It's bald.
Well, I'm gonna step outside so I can do my locate animals.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes,
I
I
think
would
if
say
we're
that
all free to go, we should go outside.
And
Before we go, I'm going to go ahead and start writing a little note, and it's going to say, Mr. Dwarf, and I'll put dwarf in quotation marks.
Okay.
Your presence is requested outside for a more in-depth conversation, as you appear not to belong here.
Okay. So you all get up and start to head outside.
Yes, and I will just fold that note up, place it on the dwarf's table as we leave and as we make our way out.
So as you guys make your way out, Seth gets up from the chair and he kind of follows you to the front, and he says, "Is would you go? Will you be staying with us, or have you decided to leave?"
We may
We will-
indeed stay. We need to see if we can find any tracks of our friend out and about the area, and we may be staying later.
Is it permitted that we wander the grounds?
Oh, I'm sorry. Only guests can wander the grounds here. He says, but there's no need to look for tracks. Your friend headed to Silvery Moon. I sent her off myself.
Oh. Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, we told you she left looking for you.
But you knew. Okay. I'm gonna quietly just walk out the door.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's standing in the doorway watching you guys.
All right, let's just act normally and leave.
Yep. Once we're out of his eye view, whatever the hell, I'm going to cast locate.
If you're going back there, Rob, he's gonna say something. So he's watching you guys walking down the street, not go in their property that he just told you not to. So is that what you're going to try to do?
Who are you talking to?
You. You kept trying to go down the side of the building when he just said you're not allowed to wander on the property.
I'm just sort of looking. I'm not really, you know, heading in that direction. I'm just sort of looking in that direction.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't unless you go.
As we walk past, do we see anything down here?
You just see trees from that point of view. It just looks like all trees going down the side of this thing.
Before I leave, the person that's watching us from the door, I'll just ask, about how far away should we be before we start casting magic? We're going to try to send some magical messages to our friend.
Oh, feel free.
I knew it wasn't allowed inside. I just didn't.
Well,
know how
yes,
far
we
you would
prefer
want
not outside.
Oh, okay. So just away, a bit away, not too terribly far. Okay, thank you.
Just off the property over there, and he kind of points off. It'll be like right off the map, we'll just say.
Well, we did like a little partial bow, and we'll walk over to him with that.
Okay.
I have stepped just sort of into the trees, and I'm going to try to stealth once I'm partially obscured from him.
Okay.
I will join him in stealthing.
So I'm trying to. All right, give me a stealth check, man. Okay, you feel like you are confident, walked off in the woods. So you just leaving your other group on the street?
No. So like before we communicate, so before we go stealth, I would like communicate with them, I guess, and just say, presumably since we're going back, it would probably be best if we like approach from a different direction. Try and sneak up to the grounds. Me and Fader can attempt to sneak up while you guys stay just a little ways back. We won't probe too deeply, just to get a lay of the land and see what we can see while staying at a safe distance. And then if we decide to all go in, we can reassess at a later time. But you should probably follow us at a distance. I mean, unless you want to come with.
Well, I believe Hemlock was actually going to cast her Find Objects spell out here.
Well, locate animal.
Yes. And
yeah, we should do that also. Sorry.
Why don't you go ahead and do a little reconnaissance close by? I actually left a note for the dwarf to come and see me, so I'm going to stand pretty visibly out in the open. I'm going to act as if I'm casting a ritual, so he can come up once he reads that note that I left him.
And then I stop.
All right.
Locate object. Well, locate. Should I do animals or plants? Locate plant. And I'm going to locate the mushroom on her head.
Okay.
Which was a mushroom.
You learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant. You can feel that it is coming. You can feel that mushroom cap is northeast of you. Direction and distance. Right beyond the building. Like you sense that hat. Yeah, right in the backyard of this building.
They were lying. She's here. I feel her. Her hat, the plant. It's in the back of the building.
Now, did you two wait for her to cast this, or did you go sneaking off before she...
I'm stealthing in the woods, but I'm not like I just like
Far.
ran into the woods.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm staying right where I am right now. I'm just waiting for him to sort of go back inside.
Okay. Oh yeah, they.
Well, I tell Leopold because he's standing right next to me.
Oh, lovely. Well, that's great. I would go ahead and lay out a little thing for me to sit on and to act like I'm casting a ritual. Well, hopefully that quote-unquote dwarf will be out here and we can ask him a few questions in a moment.
Yeah, Fader. To your surprise, Seth is standing there just waiting. Clearly he suspects or is keeping an eye on you guys.
Do the trees extend far enough around that I could that I could stay out of his eye contact and make my way around the corner of the building?
So the only issue with today is it is daylight at this point, and so you're sitting on a road that goes east and west. For as far as the eye can see, or until maybe a bend in the road. Let me see if there's.
So I'd have to cross the street.
You would have to walk some distance away down, and even then, he might be able to see you like going to the woods.
Okay.
Unless you like try to play it off like you're going to the bathroom or something. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm sorry. Fader. I don't see you on the game anymore. Let's see your name. Bunk. Leopold.
Hey, hello. Leopold, yes.
For some reason, I don't see you actually in the game.
And my internet's acting funny.
Gonna refresh. So Leopold, yeah, as you're casting, you're doing your ritual casting, pretending, but that that dwarf does not come out. In fact, I don't know if you can see from in the doorway. If you kind of can from your looking through the door, since Seth is standing there at that spot where the gnome was or the dwarf was. He is gone. He's not in that seat anymore.
Well, he just ran. Well, that's pitiful.
Leopold, what are you waiting for? We have to go.
Fader and Van, give me just roll a d20 plus your initiative. Is that a +4? And a +5 for Van. Six and a 9 plus 5. So yeah, he's watching, and there is a moment that Van believes he can get to the other side before Seth notices, but unfortunately, I think Vader isn't quick enough. Got a 13. Plus his. Oh, anyway, yeah. So he's just not. You're not getting a good chance. Try to sneak to the side with his hawk eyes, just watching.
I say we go up the road and I don't know, go into the woods.
Yeah, that if you did that, that would be a lot easier.
I'm going to come out of stealth and come back out of the trees, sort of shaking the front of my pants like I've just been relieving myself in the woods.
Okay.
I assume we're further down, but yeah, I'll just come back. I mean, if I know that he knows that we're there, then I'll just come back.
Okay.
I'll say, "Oh, we're off."
Not suspicious at all. Just,
I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Thank you. Thank you for.
Oh, it's no problem. We had to wait for not Vader, Leopold to do his thingy. So, I guess we're off to see Millie. Have a nice day. I wave at him.
Yeah,
Let's go.
He just does that fake smile and waves, and then he goes in and closes the door.
See that? You just had to say goodbye. Oh. And I cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Don't they all have to stay within a certain amount of feet from you? So you're all moving together? Okay.
Now cast Detect
30 feet, is it?
Yep. Each creature within 30 feet.
So plus 10 to all but everybody's stealth checks. So I will stealth. $16.
23.
8 and 1 from Van.
10 for Van.
That's so crazy. All right. Yeah, you guys, you cast your spell, your veil of darkness, or whatever, how it goes over everybody, and you guys make your way through the woods. As you kind of make your way through the woods and come back around to the back, I'll see what you see. shine some light in this map. There you go. As you peek through the forest trees, we'll say you're on the edge of the forest, looking to the backyard. You can see that there is a building right kind of to the north of you. It looks like it's an old temple. To the right of that, you see a tower. It's a 3-story high tower, and you also see a dog sitting in the middle of the yard. In the back of the building, you can see that there's these large windows. Inside, it looks like there's some kind of hot spring coming up through the ground. You can see the nice warm water and the steam coming up through the windows. The dog has not noticed you.
I would be in the front, probably.
Yep, put your characters wherever they would be in this.
I can't.
You said that
Oh,
the dog
sorry.
does not notice us?
Well, he appears not to have noticed you.
I believe we may go about this room. I think
And
it may be better if we try to pose as.
Perhaps if we
What else do we
move.
see? What does all this look like?
Is that a concentration spell? Oh, it's
What?
instantaneous to locate animals or plants. So I just was seeing if it was an active effect or not. What was your question about the buildings? I can't hear you.
Oh, what do these buildings look like? Or what do we like? What else do we see?
This first one is a old temple. The windows are all sealed up and closed, and the other one is a tower. Give me how far are you guys? Still kind of far. Yeah.
Well, pass without trace and my detect magic, both concentration spells.
See how far you guys are away from everything. Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, your detect magic is in. Wait, it's only a 30 feet radius, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So nothing. Only thing that you're seeing is anything that's on you guys.
Hemlock, do you have any sense of how much further it was to where you sensed Millie's presence?
Do I, DM?
Say that again.
Do I know where the mushroom
Well,
cap is?
you got from where you were standing, and it was kind of on the diagonal. You would assume it was the tower.
It's up there. Well, she's up there.
It looks. If it feels as though she's in one of these buildings in the
She's
tower.
up in the tower. Yes.
So
Can we like go back into the woods and then come out like on the other side of the tower away from the dog? Like put the tower between us and the dog?
I'm thinking if we were to move north until this boarded up building is between us and the dog.
You know, if we were to if we were to come back as guests, we may not be able to have to do all the sneaking around.
These folks have already lied to us once.
And they are also extremely suspicious of us.
To be fair, so are we.
I know, but sneaking doesn't involve interacting with them. Going back in there does.
And the lies that they've told us may very well entail harm having come to Millie.
Why would they lie about not having her? That's all I want to know.
So I'm gonna just quickly read what.
If we think that she's in this tower, isn't it somewhat apparent that they're lying to keep her hidden from us?
No,
Yeah.
really, there was a
Apparently,
mushroom cap is there.
Just her hat? She doesn't go anywhere without it.
Right. If it's only her hat that's in the tower, then something pretty bad has happened to her.
We gotta go. Time's ticking. What if they're doing something to her? I don't know. Torturing her? Waterboard? I don't know. Pulling out every single mushroom? Cleaning her?
They poured the water on her face.
Trying to clean her with the waterboard.
These pores won't come out.
Mr. Zan, I do believe that you had a familiar, did you not?
oh yeah, I do have a familiar.
What's his
Um,
name?
Oh, I had it last session. We never talked about it. Hold on, I'll think about it.
Well, being that mine is sorely out of commission currently, might you be able to ascend to some of the windows on that tower and take a peek in?
I believe the last time you mentioned that it was an owl of some sort.
Yeah, it was an owl.
I have to say that I'm somewhat uncomfortable with our position right now. I just feel like we're right out in the open. I mean, we
I
can
feel
see
as
the
though
dog. It's
we should-
not
we
seeing
should-
us, but like I just don't feel comfortable being where we're at right now. We need to like relocate to somewhere more.
I think if we just move north until the building is between us and the dog.
Let's do that.
Like right over here? Stay close to me.
Oh, goody, more bushes.
Perfect.
You're an elf. You belong in the trees.
Oh,
I'm a half-elf.
I'm also a half elf. I do love a tree. I go over and hug it. Tree hugger.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out
So
why you
yeah,
can
I
see
will
through these
send
walls.
my owl to like sort of look around on this building.
Okay. So as you're behind this other building first, just want to read what you kind of see. This crumbling stone building must once have been a beautiful shrine. Engraved images of Soon are still visible on the moss-covered stones, her face grazing down on the path by which the faithful would have approached. Stone doors at the front of the shrine appear to be sealed shut by some sort of thick, clear resin. You also see it around all the windows. And then as you come up behind this tower, you see that this is a finely crafted stone tower that rises among the trees not far from the bathhouse. You see a statue of a sharp-featured winged elf crouches above the front door, whose bright red surface is decorated with golden swirls.
Well, that's a very odd way to treat a shrine. They appear to have sealed it with something I've never seen before.
Do we know who that elf is?
It doesn't. It just looks like a stone elf. It doesn't look like anything you would have. No.
Gotcha. And just in case, this is the tower, or is this the tower?
Tower's on the right.
Okay. So we have to walk all the way over here.
You wouldn't be able to see through
So we
these
believe
walls.
that she's in the town.
What did you say?
So I'll just send the owl over to the town.
the doors have resin on them?
It's some kind of clear resin is covering the windows and the doors.
If this place is truly like a temple or like a, you said that this place looks like a kind of like a temple, right?
Yes.
Like if this
Though the
place
one on the
is-
left, not the one on the right.
If this place is like a place for Soon, why would their temple be like, sealed over like that?
They're hiding something.
Are there windows on the tower that we can see?
There are windows, but you can see that they're all covered with like curtains, dark curtains.
Just remember, gang, these are not the original owners. These are some, I don't know, kidnappers. They kidnapped Millie.
We really don't know anything
Yes,
yet.
it's quite possible they did not acquire this place through
Happiness.
righteous means.
Exactly. They could have killed the owners and hid their bodies somewhere, you know?
Perhaps in a shrine that they then covered the windows on.
In resin. And Millie's up there.
The question is, what is the best way for us to get inside of that tower?
I'm relatively good at opening a door.
Well, we'd probably
Shall
have to get
we
closer, wouldn't we?
take a rest, get ready for this evening, and go in at nightfall? Or
What time? What time does it appear to be?
I mean, you got here early in the morning, so we'll just say it's right after in the afternoon. 1 o'clock now. Still fairly early.
We've got about 6 or 7 hours till sundown.
I mean, unless we feel it's so urgent that we need to go now.
Of course it's urgent.
Well, Hamlock, as much as I hate to say it, it has been a few days.
We've taken our
Exactly.
up until now.
Exactly.
I,
We
I understand.
wasted time going back to the Candlekeep. I know we got Van. I'm sorry, Van, but our friend Millie, is important. And I'm glad you're here to help us. Just rewind. I'm sorry.
It's here to help.
I'm
I'm
just
willing to go now.
devastated.
Let's.
I'm not
take the
suggesting.
course if
I'm
you
not.
want.
I'm not suggesting that Millie is not important, and I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't try and find her. I am suggesting that we should do so intelligently, and that if waiting another few hours in order to have a better chance of finding her, it seems as though perhaps waiting until dark might be the better way to go.
But we found her. She's up in the tower.
We know that her
What we
hat
need
is
to
up in the
do.
tower.
What we would need to do is strategically get rid of this dog. We need to attack at long range, take it
What?
out in one. Make sure
What?
we take it out in one shot so it
What?
doesn't make any noise,
Why?
and then we can just
Why?
move on the tower.
Why? What's
Because
they
the
did
dog's
to
gonna
you?
raise the alarm when we get close. We can't have it making a racket when we're going inside, and there's no reason to believe it won't be there in the night.
Why would you
Let me see
kill a
if I could
kill
do
a dog?
something.
I mean, we do have a druid.
Huh?
We do have a druid, you know. You don't have to just kill the dog. It's not the dog's fault, it's the dog.
I don't know. Her charm hasn't been that effective up until now, but we can go with that.
Really?
I'm just saying. We want to take as little risk as possible. We have, this place could be dangerous for all of us. If we all prepare ranged attacks, I don't think it's going to
Anybody have a sleep spell or something?
Unfortunately, I don't speak dog, so I can't
I
really affect
can.
it.
I can speak to it. I can turn into a dog and maybe lead it away. Like a lady dog or something.
We
I
also
don't know.
only have a little bit left
If
of your
whatever you're planning
sleeping spell.
doesn't work out, it could go very badly for us very quickly. So just be confident that you're able to do this thing.
I am not killing a dog. The man's best friend and loyal.
And I suggest we wait and hope it goes away. Because as long as it's there, we're going to have a really difficult time getting past it. I mean,
Anybody?
unless we can turn invisible, or even then, it can smell us. It's a dog, and it
So
has amazing.
since while you're figuring this out, I think we should just take our first 10-minute break, and you guys can think about it. And when we come back, have a decision.
Sounds good.
All right. Back in 10 minutes.
probably not. I'm thinking this dog is probably not as nice as the one that Hemlock is currently attending to.
It would also be far safer for us just to assume it is not a nice dog.
At this point, you guys hear something. You hear a door open, and then you hear the dog bark a few times, and then you hear this voice, and it sounds kind of old, and it says, "Oh, hush up, Marty. I'll get your blasted food." You see, well, from your position, I guess you can't see, but you can hear someone. You can tell that they're taking care of doing something for the dog or bringing them food, but you could also tell by the sound of the voice that they don't want to do it, being unhappy about it.
It's Morty. You know.
Isn't that the name
Morty.
of Millie's toad?
Yes, but it's her familiar, yeah?
No, she doesn't have a familiar. She's a druid.
It's a animal companion.
It's her companion.
It's her toad, her frog, her thing.
It's her thing. Her fighting companion. Maybe. I don't know.
No, that's the thing she summons. The toad is just something she has around and she licks.
So is this Morty or is it not Morty?
I think it's just a coincidence that the dog is named Morty. But in general, we should probably try to see if we can sneak around the back of this tower while he's preoccupied.
What if Morty can help us get Millie? If that is Morty.
It's a dog. It's not a frog.
You hear the dog barking again, and you hear this cranky, bitter voice. Yeah, I don't like you either.
Look, it's probably Morty. He doesn't like people. Well, he likes us, but not, you know.
Let's stick to these trees and let's see if we can make our way around far enough so that we can see what's actually happening.
Yes, while
If it is the frog, then perhaps we can do something. But if it isn't, if it is just a coincidence of names, then we'll know.
Okay, so you guys quickly make your way on the side of the trees, staying out of sight, and you can see straight down below a dragon-like humanoid. You would recognize them as a kobold. You might or may not have heard of them. I feel like they're popular enough where people would have heard of them. And he's struggling with this massive bowl of dog food and just putting all this rancid meat into it. Here, you classic dog. He's like trying to get the dog's like, just being annoying and jumping around, trying to get to his food. They're just going back and forth a little bit. You got all this food all over me. And then he kind of walks off to start cleaning himself off.
What do we know about kobolds?
Who's the person that we see right here? Do we recognize this figure?
We'll say this is just one of the acolytes that work here. We'll just say they're tending the garden. They're not really doing anything but walking around looking at the garden. After a while, because I'm assuming you guys are standing here for a while watching, after a while they would probably go in at some point. And
This is our time. Leopold, you use Mage Hand. You move the bowl slowly away.
give me a history check, Brandon. Didn't you ask what do you know about kobolds?
I actually.
What the hell is going on with you today?
Get it all out of the way now. we don't want them later.
In the Feywild, I mean, maybe you wouldn't have seen a kobold. I don't know.
I can't mage hand from that far away again.
I also asked them. I'm like,
Yeah.
"You guys know anything about kobolds?"
Everyone roll me a history check. Right. So we'll say Hemlock, being a druid somehow, and maybe have an interest in dragons, would know that kobolds are craven reptile humanoids that worship evil dragons as demigods and serve them as minions and toadies. They usually inhabit dragon layers, but more commonly infest dungeons where there's gathering treasure and trinkets. But you also know that they're a like a community type people where they together in numbers and aren't usually solitary.
I tell them that. So there should be more.
And they're evil, right?
I mean,
I mean,
haven't you been paying attention to D&D? Alignments don't work anymore. This one necessary. There's like the whole thing that's coming out with the next update.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
It's so funny. This one doesn't seem evil. He's not talking in an evil way. He's more talking like he's bitter, like he doesn't want to be doing his job, but he's not giving off any kind of evil vibes.
he's a servant.
Hold on.
He
Hold
just
on.
doesn't want to be here.
If I may, we've got inside. We met a dwarf who doesn't have hair or beard and is wearing a wig and a fake beard. We've got a kobold out here who's apparently on his own and is serving, and is clearly feeding this dog that it clearly despises. I wonder if any of the others are somehow, I don't know, being forced to live in a way that's not the way that they would ordinarily want to live. I'm not being very eloquent, but I'm wondering if the guests here are somehow
Being forced to stay here?
perhaps.
I mean,
If that's the case, then perhaps Millie is also being held against her will.
well, duh. Yeah, she's locked
I,
up on the high tower.
I, her hat is locked up in the high tower.
Don't say that. Just say she's locked up there.
She's locked up in the high tower.
She's probably sleeping. Making little dust bunnies or something.
Sure.
We-
Van, did your owl see anything else of interest in or around or on these buildings?
So my owl would have probably just like come up to the top of the tower and probably looked around. Like, if he came up to the tower, would he have maybe seen anything out here further in the distance that we haven't seen?
No, you just saw as I described it. The windows are covered, and then there's that elf statue with wings up on top. There's really nothing else that your owl would have seen.
No means of entry on the roof.
So, but I mean, like,
correct.
not like on the tower, but out beyond the tower, like on these trees in here. Like, could he potentially just look out there?
Oh, you would have seen. I would say there's a well out there, like a little hand well. That's what the kobold was cleaning his hands with and getting all the food off of him. And that's pretty much it. And then just areas the room. But as you guys are also standing there trying to decide what to do, the door of the tower does open, and you do see one of the elves, the one with the veil over her eyes, and she's kind of walking with her hands out as if she's feeling the earth, like a blind person kind of walking with their hands out, and the dog quickly like pops up and runs over to her side. and she starts petting him. At this point, you see her say something to the kobold, and he kind of just looks at her nervously and walks into the building. Then she slowly continues to walk towards the building,
Taking the dog with her.
taking the dog.
This is our time.
This is our
We
time.
should move.
Oh, let's get it over with.
I'm going to suggest that we go around the side of the rather than in between the buildings.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you guys make your way back of it. Come around on your way. Don't see anything out of the ordinary. All the way around, you can see the door.
I would like to start keeping my eyes out for traps.
Okay. Perception.
I would like to see if there's anybody looking at us from the windows over here, from the hotel. I mean, this one, like these windows.
Give me a perception. Fader, as you're looking for any kind of clear signs of traps, you don't see anything. Not quite sure what kind of traps you're looking for, but you don't see any. Hemlock, as you're looking at those windows, you can see movement in the far left room, but they're not like looking outside the window. Just looks like someone's in the room standing around occupying it.
There's somebody in the. Oh, could potentially look at us if we don't hurry up and get in.
Are we going to try to go into the tower?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, come on, let's go. We still got this pass without trace thing. Ooh.
I will make my way to the tower door and see if the door is first, see if it's trapped, second, see if it's locked.
So, are you all going or just him?
I would suggest just me for the moment.
I
I'll
think
check to see if it's trapped.
Agreed. I want to move to the front though, between like with us as well. Like I'll take his place.
Okay. Fader, give me a stealth check.
Without +10.
Yep, with that.
Like Punk, you might want to take one step back there before we start getting in combat.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way over to the door. When you are you gonna just try to open it?
I'm going to first check to see if it's trapped. I'm going to search for traps.
Okay. Guess perception. Yeah, you look around for any traps. You don't seem to find any.
Okay, then I'm going to check to see if it's locked.
Okay. When you check to see if it's locked, it is locked.
Then I will attempt to open the door.
Right. Oh, you're just like.
Hold on. What about now?
You're still trying. They're just not fudging.
Fake son of a.
Is it not working?
He's having a struggle, it looks like. He's got that constipated look on his face.
Damn it.
Vader, is there any gap in the door?
Is there any gap in the door?
I don't know. I think these doors had no gaps, if I remember correctly.
Can you try again?
I don't know.
Do you want me to come over?
Do it again.
I don't know how that works.
Well, there's a keyhole, isn't there?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to. I'm going to look back at the group, and I'm going to telepathically link up with them so that we can communicate without making noise. I don't know how I DM him. I don't know how it works for trying to
Yeah, you're.
open a locker room.
Let me see what was it again? 18. Okay, so you got close. If you were like far off, I would say no, but since I don't know, you were pretty close with an 18, I'll give you another try.
Okay, I crack my knuckles. And
What the f- Oh. Yeah, that one.
This is what happens.
Leopold sighs and casts a spell.
I like this. I like where this is going. Like, go get him.
Hey,
Smoky bastard, you.
what do you do?
He's going to wrap his wristwatch around his wrist and just blow on it briefly, and then he poofs into mist. And then he's going to fly over and attempt to go through the keyhole.
I guess as a mist, because it doesn't say. Does it say how big the narrow? Or it just says target can pass through small holes. There are openings. Okay. So yeah, but you turn into a mist and you just kind of go through the keyhole. And as you're going through, it is tight in there because of all the mechanisms and everything. But you're able to kind of just mist around them. And take some time, but eventually you'll make it through. Does Fader go back with the group at that point?
I
I
mean,
think we're gonna sneak.
no, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna wait for them to come join me.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Leopold, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Oh, that's not great.
I mean, you're gas, but let me see.
He's smelly gas.
All right. Yeah, you kind of go inside. Let's see what you see inside. So everyone else went up too. Is that what I hear?
Yep.
I will just put Leopold in. So as you go inside, you see this foyer has a central spiral staircase leading up. The staircase is flanked by 2 closed doors, each one set in the middle of a stone wall. A thin, weak-looking dragonborn is feebly trying to sweep the floor here with a well-worn broom. It's the same. What you see.
Oh hell.
And I guess all this mist would just start coming in. So they're probably like looking around, trying to figure out what's happening. And they're gonna walk over to the door, and they open the door, trying to fan out the mist. I just realized, and that's when she would see all you guys. That's funny because I didn't even think about you being out there when I was opening the door. I just feel like that's what somebody would do, like to try to get all the mist out.
Roll initiative.
No. Yeah, she opens the door, gets startled, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you here to see Morgana? She's
Yes.
not here."
Yes, thank you. And then I
You
just
were-
like
you
I
were
just
told
like
to
walk in, just like I just go right inside.
Well, you can't
Like,
walk
right
through
past
somebody's space, and she's in
I'm
the
going
door.
to try or sneak my way. I'm gonna actually try and like sneak past her, like just make.
She would definitely say, "I'm sorry. I can't let you in
Yeah,
here."
she can I make a check of some kind? to get through her?
She looks really weak. You can tell her body is like frail and old. So it wouldn't take much.
Yeah,
There's
I
something
do not
like
let her
there's
come.
something.
I'm just like I'm like everybody inside, and I'm just like
Yep.
push right through her, and I'm gonna pull. I'm like pull them inside and close the door behind us.
So as you push, start pushing her aside, we're going to roll initiative. There's no surprise. All right. Wait, let me clear the initiative. There's a lot in here, so let me start. Don't roll yet. How do I? All right, now everyone can roll. Okay, so yeah, she's too frail to try to stop you. So we'll say that is the first thing you do. You push her aside, and it is your go.
Yeah, can I actually? I mean, not strong, but maybe just like push her a little bit out of the way, like.
Well, that's what you did. Yeah, I mean, you could do
Okay, so
well, you would do. I mean, yeah, she's
I'll
too
just
weak
be
to
like-
resist, so I'm not gonna have you do a contested check.
I'm going to literally reach out and like grab Fader or grab Hemlock and pull her inside.
Do you
Like,
let?
can I use my action to like pull them into the door and close it behind them?
I mean, no, not all of them.
I'm just going.
Plus, Fader's too. Well, it's not your turn at this point. So she's too far back for you to do that because you pushed your way through. Because once you push through, you triggered something else. That's why we're in initiative. All right. So what do? Needed an action and movement. I can't hear you.
I don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
Right.
I
Take a ready
will.
action.
I'm gonna move to these stairs, and I'm going to like, kind of like get into this corner, and I'm going to prepare to attack anything hostile that comes down the stairs.
Okay. Vader. You see him push by this dragonborn. She's frail. She's like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
When that happened, did the Dragonborn move into the room at all, or is she still standing right in front of the door?
Well, I would say she would stumble a little bit, but
Right.
you can still
I'm
walk
going to-
past her, like if you just push her way.
I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk past her. I want to sort of, as I walk to her, I want to just sort of, gently ease her back away from the door to make room for Hemlock to come in.
Well, she's too frail. I'm saying she's too frail to stop anyone. So, like, if you come in, you could just
Okay.
walk in. Like,
Then that's what I'd like to do.
okay.
And then I'm going to move to this corner, and I'm going to summon a dagger and hold my attack
Okay.
for when I see a hostile.
All right. Hemlock, as you're sitting there and they all run in, you hear, and you look up and you see that elf statue with the wings, but now you see this gargoyle just standing up there and it drops down in front of you. Actually, it would come down, I would say flying 5 feet above your head, just in attack range. And it does a bite as it hisses at you for 15.
Yep.
A 3 piercing. Then it claws at you. A 15 again. For 5 slashing.
While all of this is happening, I can see this thing. Am I able to see it through this window that's in front of me? And if so, do my psychic daggers go through windows?
You don't see it because I said all the windows were covered. Remember? You. Okay, and Gorba inside, she's just panicking and she kind of runs and says, "Stop, you're gonna get us in trouble." Leopold.
Well, I'll have to drop the gaseous forms spell as the bonus action.
Okay.
Since I can't really do anything as a gas. I don't think this would work on this creature, but I don't know. It might be worth a shot. This is my last spell of the day, though. I don't know how to use that. No, I'll save it until something worse comes out.
Are you supposed to be exhausted, Hemlock?
I don't
I don't
think
think so
I don't
either.
know.
I don't remember, but
I don't even remember that.
I think it was a while ago. Okay, sorry. Is that it, Leopold?
No, I'll just... I can't see this thing. Am I supposed to be able to see it?
No, well, it's on the other side of the wall that you guys are on. That's why you can't see it.
Oh, well, I can't see it through the door. Okay.
It's like to Hemlock's right.
Hemlock, get in here, and I'll back up and prepare Eldritch Blast for whatever's chasing her.
Okay. Hemlock.
Are you kidding me? And then I transform into my wolf.
Okay. Direwolf, right?
Yeah.
The direwolf that's too big to get through the door.
She's always doing this. A wild shape. Damn.
I bite it. Wait, can I get to it?
Yeah,
It's up in the air. Can I bite
yeah,
at
it's
it?
right next to you. Yep. Top shadow. Ooh, you snap at it and it just moves out of the way, flapping its wings.
Can I really not get through the door?
You'd have to squeeze through. I believe you can squeeze through one size smaller than your size, so it would just be double
I
movement.
squeeze.
Okay.
Is there a
It's
way I
going
can
to
close
do
the
an
door?
opportunity attack.
Okay.
Let's see. Sorry. Say claws. And it misses. And then, yeah, you slam the door shut with your back paw. Stop! Alright, is that it?
Yeah.
If we leave that thing out there, it's going to be able to raise an alarm.
Yeah, we've kind of messed that all up at this point. I don't think there's any way we're not going to be alarmed at this point.
The Dragonborn
Okay, so-
looks terrified and she's like, "You're gonna get us all killed."
Like, you stay right there. Don't go anywhere.
I growl at her.
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah. What do you do?
It's my turn.
Yep.
I am going to go up. Does this door open in or out?
In.
And it's a stone. This tower's made of stone.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like I could take like some pittons, hammer them into the stone, so like block it from opening?
All right, so everyone's talking about we can't leave it out there, and you want to leave it out there. Is that what-
I want to keep anything that's out there while we figure out what's going on in here.
I mean, I feel like that's more than one turn of trying to put a whole bunch of pittons
So we
in.
want to open the door back up and go kill that thing, and then come back in here.
If we can, I think it makes sense not to leave it out there.
All right, I am going to just move right up and open the door and walk out there.
Squeeze past 5. G5 to get out of the door. Yeah, when you open the door and come out, you see this gargoyle standing there.
Here we go.
You see Van walk out there with his double-bladed scimitar, spinning it around him. Lands a blow on this gargoyle. Nice.
10, not a hit.
Oh no. Oh, the 10 is a miss. So roll the damage for the other one.
All right, so 11 damage, and then I'll use bonus action to attack again.
Fun.
Rolls today.
That one misses, and as you do the damage from the first hit, you realize you feel like it should have done more damage than what it did. Is that it? You say anything like, "Hey, it's resistant to slashing damage."
Yep. Just slashing damage. Do I have any movement left?
You're at 25.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll stay. I'll just move down one.
Okay. Vader.
I'm going to step around Hemlock. I'm going to pop my head out. I'm going to make my one attack, and then I'm going to pop back in and try and hide behind the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Is Van in melee with him?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Right, that's definitely a hit. Damn. 20 damage. Yeah, you see this thing kind of shake its head and little cracks. That's your psychic damage. Hurts it.
Does it seem as though it took all of that damage?
It does.
Okay, crap. I'm going to just back inside and bonus action hide.
You're taking opportunity attack?
Didn't it already take an opportunity attack this turn?
No.
Against Hemlock? Against Hemlock when she backed away?
This is a new round. Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Is
how
it the
does
start
that-
of the new round, or is it his next turn?
His next turn. You're right. I forgot. Was it already?
Okay, so,
I guess it was.
so yeah, I'm gonna step back in behind the wall and bonus action hide.
Wait, where is Hemlock in the turn order?
She's rolled a 2.
She's at the
now.
bottom.
Oh, there she is, the dire wolf. Okay. Hey. Gargoyle's turn. I will roll to see who it goes after. 1 for Hemlock, 2 for Van. Hemlock. Well, I guess you're actually inside the building. That makes no sense. It's gonna go after Van. As I look at the map. Goes in for a bite. $23. 4 piercing damage. Goes in for a claw attack. 21. For another 5 slashing. 9 total. Yeah, she's just freaking out. Like pleading for you guys to stop. Leopold.
Dear sake. I suppose I will squeeze past the wolf. I will go ahead and I don't know if Eldritch Blast is very loud. I don't know what's loud and what's not.
I mean, this
I'll
thing's
turn
hissing and like.
It's in melee with me either way, so I'll go ahead and cast Frostbite on it, actually.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Yeah, it's a 14.
Okay, it takes 8 cold damage and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Right, yeah, that hurt it. See, it's start to crack as it freezes a little.
I'll back in and I'll just yell at the Dragonborn. The mushroom woman, she's in this tower, yes?
She's freaking out. I don't know. What mushroom woman? Is that it?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Hemlock.
I growl at the old lady, and then I shimmy my way back out.
Okay.
Yeah, and because it's
Jump over, Van.
growl and bite. Oh wait, with advantage.
Nice, that hits.
21.
Jam, nice. Did some good damage. Oh yeah,
And
but that's half. Oops. Is your bite considered magical?
it's piercing. Oh yeah, now it is.
Okay, if it's considered magical, then yeah, you
I got
notice you
packed.
do the full damage. What else?
It has to do a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Strength
DC 13.
save. It's a 20.
Dang. Okay.
Try to pull it down to the ground. All right.
That's it.
On. It's not looking pretty good. Not looking good.
It's not looking good.
Nope. Nice. Alright, it's yeah, you almost chopped off what parts of its face. That one misses. Nice.
So it'll do this plus 5. And I'll reroll that.
It's fine. How do you kill it?
Okay. Yeah, it's like really like it seems like it's immune. I'm just like chopping into its neck over and over and over again, and it's like just eventually it just breaks through and its head just flies off.
Doing those cool.
Drag it inside. Drag it inside.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I mean, are we out of combat?
We are out of combat.
Yeah, we'll just grab it and bring it inside.
Yeah, I'll drag it.
Okay, you guys quickly drag it inside and close the door. The woman, the Dragonborn, is panicking and freaking out, and she's just like, "Oh God, they're gonna kill us! Why would you do that to us?"
First off, who is they? Because they're not exactly forthcoming.
Out of my way, woman! I'm going upstairs, and then I just like start immediately go upstairs.
Right, you throw her to the ground. She falls.
I don't throw it. I just
Well, if you're going up the stairs, she let me see if she falls on her own. She's very, very weak.
I'm going to
it's
try
just
and,
very
and
easy to just like time to go.
Yeah,
I'd like to just try and gently lead her to a chair somewhere and just have her sit down.
All right, so yeah, as he pushes her from the stairs and she's about to fall over, you quickly grab her and help her to her feet. She just nods at you and, why are you guys? What are you doing? And Van
Come with me, grandmother.
runs upstairs. Not anyone's grandmother. And then she starts to cry a little bit. You say that. You make your way upstairs. I'll tell you what you see. As you come up to the next floor, a dank scent fills the air in this well-used kitchen. 3 tables stand in the room, of which is covered in various vegetables and strange-looking cuts of meat. A wood stove burns brightly against a far wall, and a statue of a winged elf stands in the corner, its face carved with an open-mouthed smile. An elderly dwarf stands before the stove, his hands trembling as he tries to lift a iron pot. And you startle him, and he says, "Oh, who are you?"
Like, you keep quiet, and I just look. Does this staircase continue to go up?
You do, but then he looks terrified, and he's staring at the elf statue. The elf statue then immediately turns and looks at you. Everyone, roll initiative. Let me wait. Why are we still? Oh wait. Let me clear out that. There we go. So this is going to be kind of split. I'll bring.
There's no active encounter.
Well, yeah, I have to bring. How am I going to do this? I'll just bring you all to the next map, but you all will be downstairs, I guess we'll say. Oops. There. So, yeah, you guys are actually downstairs. So where you are to the stairs, we'll say the steps to get to the next floor is 10. Okay, everyone roll initiative. Oh wait, I still have to bring you to this new map. Okay. Now roll initiative.
There's also no active encounter.
Now there is if you roll on this new map. All right. So he ran upstairs. You would have heard him yell at some old man. Do you say anything, Van, when it transforms? I'll give you that free line. Or do you just attack it on your own? Van?
Sorry. Yeah, I will. Sorry, I thought you were talking to somebody else. I will. Yeah, I'll just attack it.
No, do you say anything?
Oh, to them?
Yeah.
Yes, I will. Yeah, just call out down the stairs, and I'll be like, "There's something. There's another golem up here."
Okay, so Fader.
I will, as far as I can move, I'll head to the stairs and go up and see what I see.
All right, so getting to the stairs, going up, it'll be like 20 feet at the top of the stairs. When you come up, I guess it would actually be outside of it. You see Van, and then there is a gargoyle. This is gonna hurt. So we'll say, yeah, there we go.
Is Van in threat range with it?
Because he was only at the top of the stairs, we'll say no.
Then I will hold my action until he is, and I'll hold my attack until Van is in threat range.
Okay. Actually. Van.
So this is the gargoyle right here that
Yep.
came to life. Did I see it take piercing damage and be resistant to it? Like
Yes.
when she hit it?
Because it was you that discovered that.
Well, I had slashing damage, not piercing.
Well, yeah. It's immune to all non-magical.
Did you say immune to or
Or
resistant?
resistant.
I will just go right up into melee range and start attacking it.
Okay. But her bites are considered magical. That's why.
And when Van goes into melee range, can I take my held action?
Mm-hmm.
That's some threes.
I'm gonna assume that 10 misses.
That 10 misses. Yep. But that 26 hits.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay. That hits as well.
So it'll be this plus 5.
9. All right. Yeah, you're doing some damage to it. Little pieces are chipping off. Hemlock. I don't know how you're going to fit up there. You have 2 people in the way.
I can't see anything. I guess I don't know.
Up here?
She's in the. I don't have the lights on.
No, but is Leopold upstairs right now?
No, he's downstairs as well.
So when you say there's 2 people in the way, were you counting Leopold being up here?
No. Fader was the farthest away. On the first floor.
Can I jump over them while I'm running up the stairs?
I mean, you can go through him, yeah, but I don't know if you would make it. That's the problem. Because it's 10 feet from the stairs to get past Leopold, that'd be 10. Plus the whole squeezing up the stairs itself is 20 feet for you, since it's squeezing, not 10. So 10, 30, 40. It's like, what is yours? You just can't.
50.
Oh, so you would get right outside the door. Since it's 50. So, yeah, I guess. 50 movement. I think that works.
So I'm here.
Yep, that's where you are. Yep.
And I see the gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bite it.
Okay.
With advantage.
That hits.
Train damage, and it needs to take a strength saving throw.
Strength save. It's a 21.
It's succeeded, so it's just standing there. All right, that's it.
All right, Leopold.
Okay, I suppose I'll go up as far up the stairs as I can.
So you're kind of next to them, so that's 5, 15. You can be like right next to right there.
Oh, it is quite crowded up. Oh, there's another one of those. This is the least tactical way we've ever done things. I'm just going to go ahead and Eldritch Blast this thing. I'm assuming a 16 hit.
I'm sorry. Yes, hit. That's looking pretty bad. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Turn. 1 for Van, 2 for Millie. Or, sorry, Hemlock. 2 goes up to Hemlock. It's a 19 for bite. The 14 for the claw. What is your AC as a wolf? 14. It hits both times. Take 6 piercing and 6. Vader.
All right, first I'm gonna throw my dagger.
How do you kill it?
Green mist just passes right through its forehead and should split it in half, but just leaves it untouched.
Yeah, it just falls. At the sight of that, this... What was he again?
You said it was a
dwarf. Yeah, the dwarf is... Oh gods! Oh gods! What is going on?
Mushroom lady, have you seen up here?
There's a mushroom lady?
I open this door.
Right.
Wait. Before we do anything else, should we go back downstairs and bar the door from the outside, and prevent anything from coming into the tower behind us?
Probably couldn't hurt.
I do have some pythons.
I think we should go and spike that door closed behind us. Give ourselves some time.
We're gonna have to get it back open to get out of here. And getting
That's okay.
six
We can.
lights out is not
We
as
can do that.
getting them in. I'm just saying we're gonna have to get them out and get out of this place eventually. Maybe we should just. We're making good time.
I'd like
Okay.
to see if I can smell Millie.
What do I see? in
Stank.
here?
Yep. Okay, so yeah, this dwarf, this one looks really old and frail, and he's kind of shaking a little, like he's in a, like the old people do, the old person shake. And he's like holding his fingers. When you open the door to the north, you see piles of straw and moth-eaten blankets have been set up in this area as rough beds. And broken furniture and garbage is scattered around. In contrast to the squalor, 4 fine paintings hang along the curved outer wall. Each one is hauntingly beautiful, but also strangely unnerving to look upon. And as you look around, you also see Millie's hat on one of the straw piles, and her clothes. Do the others go downstairs and do the pitting thing, or do you stop at that point?
I'll. I mean, if you guys have them, then someone should go downstairs and try and do that while we clear this area as quickly as possible and get out of here. Although I would be careful. Like I said, I don't know how we're gonna get steel spikes out of the wall.
And the dwarf is saying, "You're gonna. Why are you here? Who are you?"
I'll go and grab the hat and show it to him. The one that was wearing this hat, where's she?
Yeah.
I'm super pissed. I'm growling, like, all up in its face.
Give me an intimidation check at advantage.
While she's talking, I'm just gonna go to Fader and be like, "Do you have a hammer and pitten?
I do not.
Would you, if I like hand it to you, will you go do that while I search upstairs?"
Fair enough. Sure. Yeah.
Although, yeah, actually, I don't know. Never mind. I actually don't think we should do that. Never mind.
Right, so you're growling at him, and he backs up, and he's just like, "Please don't hurt me. I'm too old to fight." And he's clearly terrified, and he says, "I'm so sorry. She's not here."
I'm getting closer to his face.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so you like growl into his face, and I swear she's not here.
So
She's dead.
well, that's not.
I didn't kill her, I swear. It's the evil sisters did.
Is there anything else inside here that we should know about?
I'd like to look through Millie's hat and clothes.
Okay. Yeah. You find her hat and clothes.
Any of her other equipment?
What was Millie what did she have on her? Let's see. Not much, I don't think. Oh, well, you see the goggles of night in the pile. Yeah, you see her clothes.
Staff.
Her herbalism kit.
Yep.
I'd like to retrieve the goggles, the herbalism kit.
A sprig of mistletoe.
I'd like to retrieve anything that's of any kind of value in case she's not actually dead and we do find her.
Okay.
I think Hemlock would
Got a
run
urn
downstairs.
with somebody's ashes in it.
Yeah, I don't know why she had an urn with ashes in it.
These sisters, they typically just dump the clothes in there? What are they?
I just didn't have time to get rid of them. They told me to. But I'm sorry. Says, they're horrible. They made me do horrible things. And he says, I didn't want to. I'm sorry.
Oh, Hemlock is this close going
He says-
feral right now.
Yeah, just like right up to his face. He's like, I swear I didn't want to, but they made me do it. They made me put her in the food.
I still have my
Put
telepathy
her in
up
the
with the rest of the party, so I'm going to
I
telepathically.
fucking rip his head off.
I'm going to
fucking rip his head off.
telepathically.
I'm not
gonna
even kidding.
All right, you do it. Give me an attack roll.
Oh, dear Jesus.
This is and oh yeah, you just rip his head right off as he starts to cry up in tear and say, I didn't mean to. You just rip his head off.
Well, I suppose that's one way of going.
I think I
Ha.
don't even know. I don't even know what's going on in her head.
Ha.
So shall we just do that to all the rest of them as well?
I start growling at him.
Hold on, before we go on a rampage, it's possible that some of the people here are innocent in this. It sounds as though the sisters are guilty parties, but it's possible that not all of the guests are involved. And having said that, I'm gonna see about this door just here. I'm gonna check it for
Oh,
traps. And
that's the
see-
one that we opened already. I don't know why it closed.
I start
Okay.
making my way downstairs.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know about you all, but I'm about ready to go inside of this little temple and go kill Bill. All up in there.
I fear we would be outnumbered, and that would be a bad situation. Maybe if we could find out a little bit more before we go barreling in.
I think we should learn as much as we can before we just go on a killing rampage.
Gorba from downstairs kind of pokes her head up and says, "Why did you kill him? Why?"
I bark at her.
Like,
I
here
just
we
start
go.
barking.
She'll back up.
Tell us what we need to know right now.
She says, "He was innocent. He was just a prisoner like
I
us."
start licking my chops. I am
I'm like,
not
so tell
even.
them, I'm like, who is guilty?
She says, "It's the sisters. They're witches. They're evil. They have curses on all of us."
And
You say
what else do you
witches.
know about her?
Yes, evil ones.
And you say that you're cursed.
Yes. She says, "This isn't how I should be. I
Are there
used
any of-
I
are
used
any
to
of
be
the others-
strong, and now I'm so frail. I can't lift anything."
Are any of the others dangerous too?
She says, "This is what they do. They offer you these special gifts, but it's actually a curse. And after a year, the curse takes place. I used to be so strong.
Grandmother, tell us.
I'm
tell
not
us
a grandmother."
who,
She
yes,
starts
yes, I know.
crying.
Can you tell us who among the people here are evil and who among the people here are cursed victims?
Well, I shouldn't be talking. You guys are going to get me killed.
I'm getting closer to her. She's gonna my nerves.
Give me an intimidation check. Give it to me with advantage since she sees her dead friend. And either who
Hey,
is
I'm like, she should have advantage because I was helping.
and who also was talking to her. Someone I can get a persuasion check from them with advantage.
Okay, I was trying to get her to.
Yeah, it
You
was
said
you.
persuasion check
Yep.
with advantage.
Yep. Nice. So yeah, she says, she looks at all of you and this massive wolf, and she says, "Well, like," and she's, "If you," she says, they're evil. I'm pretty certain. Well, I know they're hags."
You say that.
She says, they took the owner a long time ago and took over this place. She's trapped in the temple.
Okay, you say that the original owner is trapped in the temple.
Yes.
Okay.
And they say that
How are you cursed? Is there a means by which we could relieve you of your curse?
She says, she tries to say something, but she says, it looks like she can't get the words out, and then she kind of gestures in this room with all the paintings on the wall, and she points at one.
Look at the paintings. Look at the paintings she's pointing at.
Yep. You see a brawny female, golden scaled, dragonborn warrior who's like engaged in battle. And then she says, "That used to be me." Another painting, you see a tall male tiefling with sparkling violet eyes wearing many fine jewels. You see another youthful male shield dwarf dancing at a feast. Kind of looks like the one that Hemlock just ate the head off of. And you see a radiant female moon elf gazing upon her own reflection. She says, "That used to be silvery."
So, if we
That used to
destroy the
be.
portrait, would
You
you go
said
back to
that.
normal?
I'm sorry. Bunk, I think he started speaking. Bunk, what? Leopold?
If we destroy the portrait, would you go back to normal?
She again looks like she can't say words. She just can't get words out of her mouth.
Okay, just start screaming as I approach this with a knife if it's not going to work.
All right. I mean, you approach. She just stands there and watches.
Okay, I'll stab the portrait with a knife.
You jab at the portrait, and it just hits it and just stops. Almost, your knife doesn't penetrate.
It's magic.
Can I? I'd like to. I'd like to take this dragonborn woman's hand and just look into her eyes and say, you seem to be having difficulty talking. If it would be okay with you, I would like to speak to you directly to your mind, and perhaps have a conversation where you wouldn't have to speak.
Okay.
And I'd like to
No,
telepathically
she
connect
says to you, she says, "I understand, but it's not gonna matter."
Oh, it won't help.
Mm-mm.
Am I correct? Am I correct that you're having difficulty speaking what we're trying to ask?
Yes,
Okay.
it's part of the curse. Like,
Let me try something. You're holding my hand. Can you squeeze my hand?
uh, you don't even feel it when she tries. She says, "I could barely hold a broom."
Okay.
We probably just need to get the other person that owns this establishment out of her entombment.
This is, um, if you're not, they can be back any moment. What are you going to do?
Don't you worry. We're gonna kill them all.
Oh, we could run out of here. We could, escape.
How big are the paintings?
They're good portrait-size paintings. They're like a good size full painting of people of the upper part. So that size. They're big. They're large.
Okay.
They're not something you could just easily walk around with.
And as soon as Leopold asked about destroying the painting, she was not able to respond. As soon as Leopold asked about the painting, she wasn't able to respond. Could that mean that if she is not we have to destroy the paintings? If she can't respond, then that must mean that she's being compelled not to respond.
Oh, the portraits appear to be a magical artifact. So unless one of you knows how to dispel magic or curse, I don't believe we will be able to.
Van, do you have any sort of ability to affect magic?
What's Hemlock doing, by the way? Just curious.
I think I'm gonna take off downstairs.
The smell of her mushroom hat getting to you. The scent
Yeah.
of Millie. Okay, so you go downstairs.
I think she'd start scratching at the door, trying to open it.
Like, we should probably wait for them to come.
I growl.
We need to go and try to open that entombment. Who's ever trapped in there may be able to assist.
To the Dragonborn, which of these paintings represents the former owner?
This points at the radiant female moon elf gazing upon her own reflection.
I'd like to take that painting down off the wall.
Okay.
Oh, she's cursed too, so she won't be able to help us. Lovely.
But if we have her painting, perhaps we can convince her that to help us.
But she'd probably curse like this and can't barely move.
We can only try and find out. I'd like to go into this room just real quick and take a look around it.
Okay. Well,
Do
give me a perception.
Yep.
Besides the stuff that I said, you really don't notice anything. And still, I mean, there's nothing else in this room.
Is there another door to
Okay.
the south here?
Which room are you even in? What room are you talking about? I don't see you, Vader. Are you under?
I'm in the room to the north.
Oh,
I
you're
guess,
under
northwest.
you're under Agorba. Okay, yeah. So this is the room. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Is this a door or a window?
It's a window. It has the curtains in front of it.
How tall is this tower?
You're on the second floor, and there's a floor above you.
We should at least go try to see what's on the third floor.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I actually said I went up there earlier.
oh yeah,
Oh.
you did. Oh yeah, you did. So as you go up there, the air grows cooler as you near the top of the tower, and it carries a putrid scent. What might once have been an elegant bedroom has long since been soiled and ruined. Murals of Soon that lined the walls have been defaced with dirt and filth. 3 beds are covered in moldy blankets and animal furs, including one topped by a canopy of giant bones and reeking untanned hides. Empty crates are scattered throughout the room like furniture, holding broken weapons, moldering clothing, and other odd objects. Matt? So as you go up, I don't remember how early, when you went up there, when everyone else was talking, doing their thing. So as you go up there, you step up. What was Leopold doing all this time? When Vader was in the other room looking?
I believe he was talking with Vader to the woman, but after that he would have went upstairs as well.
And we have Vader going up there and leaving Hemlock Direwolf downstairs, scratching at the door. So as you go up, Van, and you quickly look around, once you kind of step on the floor in front of you, you just hear this snap as acid just explodes in front of you. Everyone within 20 feet, give me a dexterity save. That's everyone but Hemlock. As acid comes pouring down the stairs at everyone.
I missed some of that. All I got at the end was that there was acid coming down the stairs.
Yep, you triggered a glyph of warding, so give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I gotta reload it. I like lost my connection.
Vader, you got evasion yet?
7th level.
Okay, so we got 23, 11, and 8. So Fader and Leopold, you both fail as this acid comes pouring down the stairs. Van, you're able to take half damage. Damage is 18. Hemlock, as you're at the bottom of the stairs, you would just see this acid kind of pour away, like come down and pour slightly away from the center of the room. But since you're not near it, you're fine. So what do you guys do?
So is the floor now covered in acid, or does it dissipate after that?
So that's when I reach the top of the stairs that happens?
Yep.
Real quick,
Like,
when
up
Huh? What were you saying, Rob?
when the acid hit me, I'm assuming it hit the painting as well. Did it appear to do any damage to the painting I was carrying?
It did not. It just slid right off. Okay, so what do you guys do?
I'm going to cast Detect Magic right quick to see if there's any magic in and around the room.
You cast Detect Magic, and you do see a spell scroll glowing.
I will go over and grab that.
Alright, you find a scroll of clairvoyance.
That's not exactly helpful right now, but it is not help.
What do you do, Van?
search the room,
Uh,
just perception wise, look for something that might be, a chest or a drawer or something of interest.
I mean, you see the crates. That's about it in here.
I'll
Yep.
look in the crates.
So that'd be an investigation.
I would like to join him. I'd like to join him with my own investigation, if that's all right.
Looking in your own crates.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently, I'm more than once.
As you look around, you can see in most of these crates, they're like mostly dark mementos. They are pretty much worthless souvenirs that these witches claimed over from their victims, including a few basic weapons, clothing, personal effects, tools, letters, trinkets, and things like that. Otherwise, you don't find anything of interest.
Have either of you ever heard of people being cursed through paintings?
Not my forte.
Gorba says, "They're gonna be back, I know it. They're gonna get us killed."
We may need to retreat and regroup.
What is Hemlock doing downstairs?
The boys will start hearing the door getting
I mean,
pounded on
yeah,
downstairs.
dogs can open doors, so you can easily grab it and pull it open.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, you guys upstairs hear the front door just bust open.
We should go back with Hemlock.
She's going to be reckless and get herself killed. Not great.
Well, I'm going with her.
Okay.
We left Millie behind, and look what happened to her. I'm heading downstairs.
So we will say when you guys hear that, you're all able to get down there quick enough just to see Hemlock walking down the path, I'm assuming. Anything to her?
Hemlock, no, down, heal. We need to regroup. No.
My telepathy is good for an hour, so I'm just trying to telepathically try to get her to come back.
It
Hemlock,
is-
please wait for us.
You guys need to come along.
Hemlock,
Please.
what do you do?
Please, let's do this intelligently. I'm as angry about Millie as you are. But please, let's not just throw our own lives away. Let's do this the right way. Hemlock, I'm imploring you.
Oh, okay, Hemlock, what are you gonna do?
I was trying to find a coin.
Just roll it in the game. Do a 1d2,
How
and then I'll.
do I do a slash?
Yeah, do the same way you roll. /R space 1d2. What is the one? What is the one and what is the two before you roll?
Hemlock, please
Oh.
give me advantage.
Hemlock.
1 means I'm going in, and
Okay.
2 means I'm not going in.
All right. Hit it.
I get advantage.
There is no advantage. What are you talking about?
How do I do this?
Just
R
/R 1d20 or
slash
1d2, like that. Oh wait, you can see that.
Or just roll a d6 and 1 through 3.
You're lucky.
uh,
I
Hemlock,
stop.
come back to us.
right.
And I sit there. Yep.
Let's retreat into the trees, gather what we know, and
They're gonna know that we came here. They're gonna prepare themselves.
that's gonna be the same way either way, I feel. But you know,
Right now, they may not know. We have the advantage. They don't know that they know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I believe we all just took an acid bath, so I don't think that's an advantage.
Well, then they may be. I mean, you just went outside, right?
I went outside.
Yeah, you're all outside.
They weren't waiting for us out there. So
But I do keep rolling to see if when they come. So just so you know.
I don't know if we were just told about 3 hags. I don't know if is this something
we
that's
don't know the
beyond us.
hags.
Yes, we do. The Dragonborn told us that they were hags.
He said witches. That's all we know.
They said
No,
hags.
He
She
did.
said
He did say
hags.
hags at 2 at one point. I did say it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could just get away and let them get away with all this if you want to. But if we stay here longer, they're going to come out and know we're here, and then we're going to have to fight with them knowing we're here. Or we can fight now and they won't necessarily know. Or we can just leave. Or we can, leave and come back another time.
Let's. Leopold just sighs and he walks over to behind this tree to where the door is on the and just sees if an eldritch blast will work on that resin covered door. Hopefully behind these trees will give me some kind of cover to do this.
Sorry. Your Eldritch
Are
Blast.
we inside right now?
No, you're outside.
I'm like in the tower.
Oh, I thought we all ran outside.
You did to
Alright.
talk to Hemlock before she walked
But we're
in.
just showing us being in the tower.
So Van walks back inside the tower, while Leopold goes over to the shrine. What is does Fader stay?
Oh.
Or
Yeah, I'm not going back in the tower. I'm saying it's showing me be in the tower. Like my token is in the tower.
well, now it was. You were out here.
No, I'm like stuck on some other
I
screen.
think you have to refresh. Oh yeah, you are. That's weird. Not sure why I did that to you.
I'm not seeing you in the game, Van.
Do you want me to refresh? Oh, here we go.
There you go. I don't see his video either. So maybe we have to refresh.
Oh, okay. Well, we certainly shouldn't all just be standing willy-nilly outside. We need to stay together.
Oh yeah, there you are.
Where
I'm
is
gonna
Vader?
Vader's behind you.
I'm gonna start moving toward Leopold and
Yeah, I'll
sort
go.
of try to lead Hemlock with me.
Okay.
I
Not-
follow
he's-
Vader,
Okay.
and only Vader.
So when you hit the slime, what was the roll me an attack? Yeah, it definitely kind of damages this, force damage.
Force and thunder, yeah.
Oh, is thunder damage too? Because that's gonna be loud.
It's not a lot. It's
Thunder's thunder. I'm not gonna. It's gonna make a noise.
just okay.
So would you have done that still?
No, if it'd make a noise, I probably wouldn't do that. Maybe just a frostbite or something.
Hold on, before you do, why don't we see if it's something that can be opened? I'm gonna go
It's resonant. It's sealed.
it's. Let's just see if the window can be opened.
So give me athletics check. While you try to force open this slippery window.
Oh, I was seeing if it was actually just could like.
I mean, you're gonna
as
have
the
to
window
try.
could open.
You're gonna have to try. The only way to
Okay.
find out. That's hilarious. You walk over to the window and you're just like, ah, and you just see the resin starts to like peel apart really slowly, and then the window bugs open. That was pretty funny.
Windows open. Windows open.
It was exactly a DC 20 strength athletic check. And you had a 0 plus 0 to your strength.
Oh, well. Okay.
So when you open the window, you see inside this crumbling stone building must... Oh, wait, that's already what I read. Yep, that's what... beautiful shrine. Engraved images of Soon are still visible on the moss-covered stones, her face gazing down on the path by which the faithful would have approached. You see it says on one of the walls, "Welcome, dearest ones, come find the beauty within you."
All right. Everybody in. Everybody in.
All right. I'm going to climb through the window.
Okay. What is do we have Fader jump through? Who goes? Does anyone go in next?
Yes, I'll go in next.
Van.
I'll wait to see if Hemlock can get through.
Well, Hemlock.
Once I'm inside, can I see it? Is there a door that I can open to let Hemlock in?
Well, there's the doors in the front, but again, those are also sealed with that sealant.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do it again.
I mean, Hemlock could try to push through them.
She can squeeze, right?
Well, she has a +3 in strength.
Try and come in through the door. Try and get the door open.
Come on, Val wouldn't have helped her. Or Van.
Sure would.
Give me another one. Here we go. Yeah, you're so angry and mad about finding the truth about Millie. You just bust open that door. Open it.
I prowl in.
Van, close the door behind you as best you can.
I'll come in and close the door behind me.
What do we see inside?
The interior of the shrine has the appearance of having been abandoned after some sort of terrible confrontation years ago. Broken benches with shredded cushions are overgrown by thick fungi, and 4 large mirrors hanging on the walls have been shattered, leaving the stone floor covered in shards of broken glass. So as you're walking through, all you hear is
Are those stairs behind the statue?
what do you guys do?
Are those stairs behind the statue going down?
No, they're going up.
No.
Wait, do they go up? Let me go put Shadow away. Hold on. Come here. I'm sorry, this goes down. Sorry, the stairs go down.
Well, I suppose we should find the previous owner. She might be able to tell us a little bit more.
What does everyone else say?
So wait, where do the stairs lead to?
They go down.
Yeah, we should go downstairs.
I start to make your way downstairs in this dark. You can feel it. It's very moist too, and as you're making your way down into the dark stairwell, you just hear like the dripping of water, drip, drip. And when you get to the bottom landing, you see a soft white glow rises from a square pool set into the floor of this chamber. Torn cushions, rugs, tapestries, and clothing have been piled in one corner as a makeshift bed, while twigs and scraps of deadfall from a simple campfire nearby. And with that, I think we're going to end our game today.
Okay. Well, at least we can have a definitive answer now.
Yep, that's what you see as you go down there. We'll start up there next time.
I am so sorry, Hemlock.
I'm sad, guys.
I can tell.
I'm definitely going to be sad for the next couple of games.
I mean, you know, she was my character.
Yeah, but she was my friend.
Brittany takes it hard when characters die.
It's true. I was pretty excited to make another character, honestly.
I don't even think. I think Rob was talking when I said what actually happened. I think Brittany got it. Did you hear what was her fate?
She got eaten.
Yeah.
Did we eat her?
Yeah.
I know.
She was in the food.
We ate her. I'm like taking it hard. Nobody got that. That's why I'm just like.
Yeah.
I got that.
That's why he bit his head off.
I got that she had been put into food. I did not get that she had been put into food that we had then eaten.
She was in the sandwiches.
I thought I ate the cookies, but
You ate all of it.
I know.
I don't think I ate any.
And
No,
that's
you're
why
the only one that didn't. I think.
Van didn't eat anything. Van was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
Although I
Yeah.
did not know I was in the food. That was Tiffany.
Yeah, he said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean. I was. They made me cook her."
And that's when I bit his head off because he said that.
Poor Millie.
My poor Millie.
So I guess it's a done deal. Millie is actually gone,
Yes.
and there isn't even a body for us to return.
No, but you better hold on to her stuff for me until I turn into myself again.
All right, guys. Well, I'm getting called to do some work stuff. That was fun, saddening, but fun. And I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for
See
playing,
ya.
even because you were
All right,
not
Bob.
feeling well. Appreciate it.
Feel better.
Yep, feel better.
I'm feeling okay. I just sound horrible.
So,
Bye,
better.
guys.
Good night. Yeah, poor Millie. She went there and her how do I see it a different way than Brendan, but her curiosity got the best of her. She should have quit when she had a chance, when she was ahead, but she didn't.
Was there any chance that she? I mean, obviously she's dead, but did she have a chance? Was there ever a hope, or was it just a done deal
if
from the moment she went through?
No, she would have had a chance if she wasn't so nosy.
Jesus.
Also, if I had not rolled, I also had some pretty bad rolls. down
Yeah,
the
there was a
stretch.
bad roll.
I've had some bad rolls. I had some bad rolls today. I'm just rolling. Honestly, Millie is probably one of my worst rolling characters of all time. And it apparently is extending into my new character.
But she had character.
She did.
I want
Did have.
I want Valoran, the original Valoran, back. He never failed at anything. He had a magic, man. That dude fucking walked on water, and he was a bard.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps when you have luck. I'll say that.
I'm gonna miss Mildred. She was
Pour
fun.
one out for your homie. Yeah.
She was gonna become an interesting character. Like this was her formative level too. She was gonna basically turn into a summoner. There was like not a whole lot of her. So
I'm so glad she died.
yeah, she was about to get crazy. She was gonna be like, if she got into higher levels, she was just gonna have like an army that she walked around with. It was gonna be obnoxious. Like, I've always wanted to have that. I actually would love to play that way, but it's not a good play style for other people because it takes a lot of time. Having NPCs of any kind is really kind of slows down.
I gotta rewatch that part where you're just like that you told us that we ate her. Like my eyes like bulged out when you said she's dead. Like I just went white. Like,
I saw it. Yeah, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. She went feral. Like I made her go feral.
Yeah,
That's what's going on.
your response eating off his head was justified. I thought a justified response.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it was a perfect way to react.
Seems good to me.
Poor innocent guy.
Millie. The things I do for Millie.
Oh yeah, poor
Now I can't do
Millie.
it anymore.
It didn't come to save her when she went through the portal. That's for sure.
It ended.
Well-
It ended with Millie being walked back to the tower by the three sisters. It like faded to black, and then we decided, and she didn't survive it. There's just
Well, if
I know.
anybody,
I went off. I went off and did my own thing.
that's what happens.
I know.
This
You
is
know
the
it.
second time. The second I've played D&D with you now twice, and this is the second time that your character has died because you've jumped through a portal.
I think that if the first time jumping through the portal hadn't happened, you all would have come. So it was all meta from you guys.
No.
Being created the last time I jumped in a portal and you guys all followed me. And
It's not even meta. Because Hemlock loves everybody in the group, but she will survive. You know what I mean? Like, she will go feral for her friend, but she will not jump into a random place that Leopold's watch is telling her not to go into.
The other thing
Until
though
there's
is
reinforcements.
we followed you into the previous portal at level 15 after like years of in-game time play.
Yeah.
Fader has known you for like 2 weeks.
Like, how much more incentive was there for you to follow her? Like, after they were like, yeah, she's in there, you guys should go get her, and you guys were just like, oh, you mean we should go get her? And they're just like, all right, here we go, and then you just went anyways.
At
I
the
can't justify her actions.
Like, oh, like you
especially when
what happened? They're like, she's in there and she's in danger. They're all like, oh, well,
especially
you should go get her. She's in danger. You're like, oh yeah, let's go get her.
when
Well, we were going to anyway.
Yeah. She probably would have died anyways if you guys hadn't have come. Like, maybe if you came the next morning. I don't know.
I think she died that first night. Yeah, it was the first night she was there. She didn't get to stay.
Sure. It was like beginning. It was getting late.
Uh,
I mean, I know.
well,
I feel so
Hemlock, now she'll be with you forever.
bad. Yeah.
Since you ate her.
Seriously?
You always do to me, don't you?
I know. I'm so evil. I mean, they are hags. They would eat you if they wanted to, or make you into a food. So I was like, yeah, that's where they get their meat from.
Millie's hat, is it a real hat or is it really a mushroom?
It's a mushroom.
Yeah, okay.
That's awesome.
Well, this should be interesting. I am excited to play Van. I've been wanting to play him as a character for a while, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, hopefully no one will follow you into another portal.
It's gonna be interesting because this will be my first time playing as sort of a front line guy. Usually I'm a this.
Yeah.
Usually I'm the guy that's really, he's
Far away.
real fragile and far away. He's got to stay in the back.
Just looking around for a portal.
What? I promise. I won't jump into any more portals without consultation.
All right.
But everything else still remains on the board.
This has changed Hemlock's life, just so you know. You jumping into that portal, she's now.
It looks
Emo
really
girl.
nice. There were Lily.
Never got to say
They said it was
goodbye.
gonna be beautiful inside.
Never got to say goodbye. Has indigestion now.
Now
Like,
I was just gonna keep thinking about the last moments of Millie and what she would have gone through.
yeah,
What?
she should have stopped her. Like, she's wrecked now. She should have stopped that little one jumping through the portal. Like, she stopped everybody else. Like, she's just wrecked with guilt.
It's all her fault.
It's all Hemlock's fault. It's coming all on her. This is what's going on in her brain. If you like really dug deep, and I don't know how your psych thing works, but like you would have just heard, "I killed her, I killed her, I killed her," over and over again. Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's all.
It's
It's
Hemlock.
just how Hemlock thinks, and I knew
That's how
that
Hemlock
because I know how Brittany thinks.
Yeah.
I knew this is how she was gonna react.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Like, I'm gonna kill all of them.
That's
That's what
funny.
she's saying.
Don't you worry. I have some grudges to settle.
I'm good.
Brittany always loses her friend in all of our
I always do.
games. Your character always loses a friend, like a good friend.
This is a friend.
It's always like your closest friend too, for some reason.
Yeah, it is.
She-
Better watch out.
Nice. Note to self.
Don't get too close. Step back.
Well, or to Brittany's PCs.
Yeah, that's true.
They always end up dead. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That is so true.
You definitely
That's
need to find a magic weapon at some point.
Well, I can. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, you have the spell to make things magical?
Yeah, I do. So I can buff you in the beginning of the match.
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
But
What is the spell?
right now, I can't.
What is the spell?
I'll tell you in a minute.
It's not
It's
shillelagh,
not shillelagh.
isn't it?
Maybe it is shillelagh.
Well, that makes. I think it's only might be only your one. There is another spell that does it, like magic weapon.
No, it becomes also magical.
The shillelagh does.
Yeah. But it's
But
just.
is that something that she can do to somebody else?
Oh no, it's only if it has to be wood or quarterstaff. Not.
Why do we have two shillelaghs in here? Hold on, I got something like. Saw it.
Oh, you have double the spells because I imported them all and you already had some on there. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
It doesn't necessarily. So it says a quarterstaff you are holding, you cast a spell on. But
What if I did
doesn't
flame
necessarily
blade?
say.
Oh no, that's self.
What? But it's not your.
Oh no, it says it ends if you let go.
Oh.
What about elemental weapon? What is that? Yeah, right there.
Put it-
Elemental
Put
weapon.
it in the
I can,
put it in the chat.
It's a 3rd level.
Becomes magical and does a form of elemental damage that you pick.
How many level 3 slots you? 3?
I have 3.
I mean, that's a pretty cool thing to do for somebody. Oh, but it is concentration.
Yeah, I'll be in the back.
But
Oh,
you
no,
can
I won't.
you can maintain concentration on a spell while you're in wild shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just he's usually on the front lines taking damage.
Oh man, that would be huge.
What's your wolf's constitution?
+1 to attack rolls and damage. Is that right? I was reading that.
+1 bonus to attack rolls and
Yeah.
deals an extra 1d4 damage of the chosen type when it hits. So it's just a 1+2 attack and then extra 1d4 die of damage.
Okay, cool.
But that it is magical, so it would overcome damage resistance.
Yeah. That would buff my damage tremendously.
Yeah, so in the beginning, when we know we're going into a battle, I'll just hit you with that and hope that I can.
I highly recommend acid damage.
Okay.
Because apparently, I don't even know what's immune to that, but it's not much.
Green dragon.
Green dragon, right?
Black dragon. Green dragon is poison.
Oh, oh, it is. That's right.
Black dragon is
Green.
acid.
Dragons are cool.
That was fun.
Yeah, thanks for another fun game.
All right, anyone who's watching,
Yeah.
thank you for
I like
watching.
what's going on. I like the,
Follow
scimitar
us
attacks. I'm upset
in
that
our next
everything's
game to
immune
find
now,
out what happens.
but,
Or join us on Thursday.
Well, come on, you
my
fought
descent
two
into
things
evidence.
so
Bye.
far, and they've both been the same creature.